p.m. on Radio Lansar. For real talk where your voice matters. It's your space, your story, your platform. Real talk, real issues, real you. Only on Radio Lansar.
If you wanna look amazing, lady, you know what you gotta do right now. Cover up your beauty for the Almighty. You do all this for your dinya. Sacrifice is only temporary. You know what you gotta do right now. Your hijab is your crown, we all see, and you wear it to serve Ilahi. Hijab, bigo, hijab, bigo, hijab, bigo. You wear it for Allah. Hijab, bigo, hijab, bigo, hijab, bigo. You wear it for Allah. She's independent, this hijab is on deen.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, welcome to Youth Frequency this Friday evening. Cold or hot or windy, but alhamdulillah, we all are safe and well, and it's the end of the week. We have a really good topic, a topic inspired by Liam. Yes, and we'll tell you why in a minute. So, welcome to Youth Frequency, where we keep it real, keep it fresh, and keep the conversation flowing. Tonight, this evening, we're asking the question that's been stressing out millions of young people. Who made the rule that your life needs to be sorted out before you turn 30? So if you're 28, still living with your parents, eating 2-minute noodles and wondering why everyone on Instagram owns a house in Dubai, well, this show is definitely for you. So let's unpack the pressure, ditch the timelines, and remind ourselves that life isn't a race unless you're chasing the ice cream truck. Well, our topic this evening, the pressure to make it before 30. You know, who decided success has an age limit, you know? One tends to wonder, I'm 30, I'm not married, I don't own a house, I don't own a car, I'm still staying with my parents, I do not find a job, I don't have a child. Who made the rules? Well, in studio, my co-host is Liam and Jamie.
Hey,
woo! Liam, we discussed this last week, and you said something that, gosh, this dude, this young dude here, this bra, is thinking so maturely. He said, "Come on, guys, the youth want to own a home, and now it's like impossible."
Yeah, you guys messed it up.
We messed it up. We messed it up
for us, man.
We
now
messed it up.
we gotta pay crazy for small. Imagine.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm bored, I look at Property 24.
Gosh.
I was looking at like apartments.
Now you know why everyone gets into corruption.
Yeah, man. Like $1 million plus for
little
apartments.
matchbox.
Imagine.
A matchbox.
I step in the front door and my toes are out the back door. You know, it's bad.
No, but on a serious note, it is ridiculous. I mean, your parents are educators, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We know we earn pittance, but like they owned homes, they traveled, they did things. But now you can't do that.
No, you know what I'm saying. Now
Gosh.
you gotta bend over backwards, break your
Moonlight.
back. You know what I'm saying? Gotta pay that policy off over 30 years now.
Oh, even longer. No, but when you tend to think about it, it's ridiculous. What's going on? The economy, every single thing is so crazy. Guys, Jamie, do you all feel pressure?
100%.
Is that cool, huh?
Yes. No, and I think, we talk about it all the time, social media, with the pressure of social media and just the idea, this is what it looks like, this is the way it's supposed to be. I think it's normal for people to feel pressure, but a healthy amount of pressure is good. Comparison is a thief of joy. So if we can learn to balance it to use to motivate ourselves, then the pressure doesn't have to be bad.
You know, when I was young, just like getting your shoes to match your outfits or realizing that you will look a certain way or get to buy something was so pressurizing.
Yeah.
But then there's no bills to pay, no bonds to pay, no deadlines to meet. And we thought that was stressful.
Yeah.
So as you get older, it's like, bring it on, baby. The stress just comes.
Yeah.
Guys, let's finish the sentence, right? Okay. By 30, I should have, Liam? By 30, I should have?
a house, a car, functioning business, 7 children.
What?
No, I'm joking. I should have 3 million in my account, and I should be a Sigma Alpha mega billionaire bro guy. By 30, I should have inner peace. That's
I agree.
Inshallah, Ameen, we shall receive. They say if you visualize something, then it is possible. Jamie is turning 30. Terrifying or exciting?
I think a little bit of both. I think potential energy and the unknown in general is both exciting and scary. So I think just because we look at the state of our country and everyone's complaining about how expensive things are, it's like, oh my gosh. But we have to also learn to believe in ourselves, believe in our talent, and also hold on to hope. Because if we don't, then there will be no hope. So because I hold on to hope, or I try to, I say it's very exciting at the same time.
Okay. Liam, when you dress up, you want to look older or younger?
I want to look my age.
So what do you wear? Besides ultra baggy, huge.
Oh, yeah. I wear a lot of baggy stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, as y'all told me, it's trending, and as my daughter tells me, it's the fashion at the moment.
It is.
It's
comfortable.
It's comfortable.
It's comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was lucky enough that I didn't really get into like the skinny jean stuff when I was younger. It was mostly straight or slim fits. Slim fits was as slim as I went. But now, looking back at my digital footprint, I'm so happy that I didn't get skinnies. But most of the time, what are we wearing now?
It's comfort.
It's just comfort stuff. Sometimes
Sure.
if there's branded stuff from work that's like a tracksuit, I'll wear it because it's way more comfortable than having to put on chinos.
And the branded stuff is like buying what someone messaged me last week when we were listening on the show, and only read it when I went home on my personal cell phone. Buying branded stuff is like paying your lights
I'm telling you.
and buying groceries with the butcher.
I'm telling you, you don't even look at your tackies these days. It's like a tacky anyway. That's a car installment on your feet. There's a VW Polo installment. Have you seen the price of sneakers?
And some people are only prioritizing this.
You know what I'm saying?
Prioritizing.
But we touched on this a few times. Why is it like you need to wear 5,000? You need shoes, another 2,000 there, another 3,000 there, another 10,000 there. Not forgetting your iPhone, like another 25,000, and you are earning like 8,000.
It's a mindset. It's trying to keep up with some sort of pace that is non-existent.
And I always feel if anyone judges you by the name brands or the cost of certain things, then they're a bit shallow.
Yeah,
maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just an older brow folk talking.
I agree. It says that they're shallow, and it says a lot about their mindset.
Because you need to be earning a certain way to live a certain way.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have that mindset when you're still so youthful, what's going to happen when you're like older?
Yeah.
As we mentioned, you got bills to pay.
Yes.
You got a family to support. You got so much overheads. Then what do?
Yeah.
You like starve or live in a little hut.
Yeah.
but you got the name brand clothes.
Yeah, priorities are important. I think a lot of people tend to prioritize, like when it comes to that, it's just based off of this idea or this image or this picture. So the same thing like what they're doing on social media, just now they're bringing that into the reality, and it is sad. So intentions are important. Of course, not everyone, but when it's a situation of course, them not being able to maintain it and they're still choosing to do it anyway, in situations like that, it becomes sad.
Okay, I think there's messages and voice notes. I think I sent it on, so Wandi will probably get into that and we'll listen to that there. Everyone say social media again. Liam, you need to write a book on social media.
I do.
You need to have an entire separate podcast on social media.
Let's do
and
it.
then you will, before you're 30, you'll probably be like 30 million.
30,
You'll have a following of like, gosh, what's the most following?
Hey, big following.
There's many people in the world, so
that thing that you were talking about with people chasing the next best thing. You know that there's there's a video I watched about it, and like even with like Apple and the Apple ecosystem, when people get into it, then they feel the need. Oh, I got the iPhone now I need the AirPods.
Yeah.
Now that I've got the AirPods, I need the iPad. It's actually there's a term for it. It's called the Diderot effect, and it's based off of this philosopher. I think his name was Diderot. Basically, he had this beautiful scarlet gown.
Yeah.
And then he saw the scarlet gown so beautiful, and he saw his desk next to it, and he's like, my desk is not as nice. So then he upgraded his desk. Then he saw, this wardrobe dress is not as nice. So then he upgraded that, and he ended up going bankrupt. So there's this whole effect based on that whole ideology. And I feel like a lot of people in our generation actually suffer from that. When I bought my new phone, I was like, I can't buy any wireless earbuds. I need to buy the Samsung wireless earbuds. And then I was like looking at Samsung accessories, and I was like, what am I doing here?
And then you probably need the Samsung shoes and the Samsung toys and the Samsung clock and the Samsung watch.
Then people buy into one brand and they automatically become brand loyal, and they make it their whole personality. Now that I have this VW, I need to get that VW. I need to have this Audi. I need to get that Audi next.
Do you know, a couple shows back, we had a parent who messaged every time in the month, and when my daughter gets paid, she goes out and eats with a couple of thousands of rands, and her salary was like 6,000.
Yo.
So like,
do you not think that some people are so like they feel so hopeless in their situation with not earning a livable wage that it's far easier to just enjoy what little you have and worry about the worries of tomorrow than trying to make something out of nothing and failing?
Yeah.
You don't think we're trying to like justify?
It does feel like that.
It's like, I know lots of people say like, never mind, just live for the moment. You're going to die tomorrow, or just buy that you're going to die tomorrow. And you're not going to die tomorrow. I mean, who are we to say? But like, gosh, you're still got to pay that. You can't run away from your debt collectors.
No,
I think it can feel like you like almost trying to just make an excuse for it, but I think it's worth acknowledging that in a case like that, I think it is something that is a little bit deeper, and it is stemming from somewhere. Like it 100% is a mindset.
Especially when you truly believe that you deserve this certain type of thing in life, and you work hard or you toil, but you're just not given, you're not seeing the real fruits of your labor. I can see why people would go in that direction. I have a cousin, funny enough, she says, I was like, what about saving? She's like, I save on the side, but I must enjoy my life. Because what happens when I die? They're going to eat my money, so I'd rather eat my money.
Do you know the problem with South Africans not only the youth, it's they lack financial literacy.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like the card is magic, but they don't realize you got to pay that card. And you can't keep on changing your address and where you stay, and no one's going to get you.
One thing.
Exactly. Well, we have something to listen to.
Society has this invisible checklist for life milestones. You got to graduate from college by 22. You got to be married by 30. You got to have kids by 35. You're going to have your midlife crisis when you turn 50. You got to retire by 65. Where do these numbers come from? If you haven't had kids by the time you're 30, if you haven't met the one by the time you're in your late 20s, that you're off time, you're falling behind. Says who? You're not behind. You're not late. You are in the exact same boat as almost every other human being on the planet right now who has this sense that they're behind in life, that there's some sort of checklist that you're supposed to be checking off in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, and beyond. The pressure to be, quote, on time in life isn't the truth. It's social conditioning, and it ends today.
Well, that's so true. Who put a time frame? The pressure to make it before you're 30. Who decides success has an age limit?
I also want to know who.
It's not in the Quran. It's not in the Bible. It's not in any religious book. It's not our parents.
Yeah.
No, we put these imaginary milestones on ourselves because we, as a society, especially as the youth, we shape what success looks like for us, and it's often shallow and materialistic for a lot of people.
Do you know, I mean, if you're looking okay, let me just give an example. I know I'm going a bit far-fetched. To study psychology or to become a psychiatrist, what is it, 7 years? To become a doctor with all that is like, what, about 7 to 9 years?
Yeah.
You finish school when you're like 18. To add the maths, it's cutting it fine.
Actually, 26 when you leave university, I think, as a doctor, 25.
I mean, if you
6
like
years.
Liam, the pressure's on there, bro.
Lucky I'm not a doctor.
And actually, it's so hard to get jobs, especially in South Africa.
Which is crazy. But don't be fooled. Healthcare in South Africa is top notch. It's just some of the service delivery is poor. Because even overseas, I had heard a story about someone I know who's staying overseas who had a terrible experience at a hospital. He said it was no better than being in a South African hospital. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And this is in Europe, by the way. So yeah, we mustn't look at South African healthcare in like it's the worst thing ever, because we got it better than a lot of other people. But yeah.
Sometimes we think the grass is always greener on the other side.
They just got spray paints in their yard.
Just blame social media, right?
Yeah, social media.
Social media. Well, we're going to listen to another one. Your life is over when you hit 30.
Like, I remember when people would look at me and I was in my 20s and they would think I was 26. I would take it as an insult. I thought people were disrespecting me, and I thought that, man, this person thinks I'm so old. But it's so interesting how we contradict ourselves when we're younger. We think that 30 is going to be the end of our lives, but we still live meaningless. We think 30, we have to make something of ourselves, but yet we still don't live with urgency. We think 30 is when we are defined by our life's worth and what we've done with ourselves, yet we don't live with purpose. It's odd. If we think that 30 is going to be so old, then why don't we live with purpose? Why don't we think about our legacy that we're going to leave behind? But I think that's something that a lot of us have to go through. And eventually we see that 30 is when our life is truly just beginning. 30 is when you can reinvent yourself. 30 is when you start understanding how the world works, and you start caring about how the world works, and you start living for your purpose, living for what your spirit is calling for you inside. 30 is when it just begins.
30 is when it just begins.
I love
that.
Yeah,
so you have all the time.
That's
your
true.
time. Everyone is different.
When you're under 30, you're just a baby adult.
You know, for your parents, you'll always just be a baby. No matter how old you get, even if you're married too, you'll still be that baby.
Imagine.
But pressure is on, guys.
Does feel that way.
Invisible, made-up pressure that we've made up, yes.
And when you think about it, right, I mean, truth be told, unemployment is there.
Yeah.
Even those who have qualifications, tertiary, accreditation and stuff, to get jobs is so hard.
Yeah.
So sometimes because a lot of people, I don't know whether they still do it. It's like, I finish school, I must study, I must meet that person, then I must get married, and then I must buy that house and have that child and buy that car and buy a bigger house. It's like you plan your life. That
like a checklist.
That white picket fence.
Yeah.
White picket fencing. Liam, I'm very proud of you. Read a lot. Definitely have an old soul there. So like we tend to put pressure. What would you say? The youth put pressure on themselves?
I agree, it is. And as I'm saying, it's this invisible, like self-put, made-up energy that we do put on ourselves, and it's unrealistic. And as I say, it's from everywhere out. It's made up. Things have also changed so much over the generations, and I think that the youth of today is a lot more awake than what they were previously. So while it also makes sense, I do think it's unrealistic, and I think it's important for us to all understand that we are on our own timelines. And as I mentioned in last week's show, success looks different to everybody.
Exactly. One thing I've learned doing my School Matters show was from all my guests and even psychologists and individuals that came over the years. As you said, success is different to every single one. So one person's success might be having a matric and having a degree.
Yeah.
Someone else's success might be just living and getting rid of that illness they have.
Yes.
Someone else's success might be just getting married.
Yeah.
If you're a guy getting married to a female, having the same religion as you and living a clean life. Everyone's success is so different.
100%.
Absolutely.
But society made success that you need to be, success is money. Success
Monetary
is
gain.
That is it.
Materialism.
That is it.
And you need to have the newest car every 4 years. You can't.
Exactly.
Also going broke leasing.
Exactly. Even those shoes.
Yeah.
So now you wonder why crime rate is
People
high.
got
Do we even
shoes
blame people?
on their
Yeah.
Payflix.
For made up
Big expensive shoes on Payflix. You could have bought the Pumas that you could afford, but no, you want.
You could have just tweeted that.
The Bogarts.
That one. What is it? That sign. If it was crooked. No, but guys, when you think about it, you're right, Liam. Success for the youth has become where you need to be rich, monetary
Yes.
gain.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
success.
it's sad. We've become extremely, but I don't think it's just us. I think in all of time we've always been. A lot of people have been extrinsically motivated, where things outside of themselves are what determine their self-worth and value in life.
Yeah.
Liam, you love social media. Would you say Instagram has become the world's biggest comparison?
Oh, 100%. You know how I know this? I find myself doing it every single day at lunchtime. I hop on my phone and I go and look at people's little mini houses and small houses. Like there's this new trend of people who buy land and they build on it, but they don't build more than they need.
Yeah.
So like these young couples come in and I'm always like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. And then I look at this person's car and I'm like, oh, this guy has this car. I need this car.
And then you're like trying to budget yourself, like I'll wait for this paycheck or
guys,
I'll get this
I'm still saving for my BMW. I'm still saving for my
You will
BMW.
get it, don't worry.
Yeah, E36, an old one.
No, definitely.
But I do find that Instagram does it also causes like a feeling of like imposter syndrome in a way, where you don't feel like you doing enough.
Yeah.
And it puts a lot of pressure on you, because you're like, oh, all these people are getting these wins now. But when you think about it, no one posts their failures on Instagram. No one posts their failures on social media. I mean, there's a growing trend of people who are de-influencing others and posting that. But
with AI and filters, sometimes you look at something like you're going real. Gosh, that person has a perfect nose, perfect skin, so perfect.
Yeah.
Have you seen pictures of like celebrities on red carpets before they've been airbrushed?
They look like me.
Sometimes they look worse than us. You know?
No, I mean like you can see every pore,
Yes.
every crease.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you realize, gosh, I also experienced that there. Like, you know, when you tend to do something, example, that happens.
Yeah.
But then everything is airbrushed. You think like, gosh.
Yeah.
And you know, it tends to set a standard amongst the youth.
Exactly.
Yeah, unrealistic
And
standard.
I think that's also why.
But we tell this to ourselves, even as like older adults.
Yes.
But we look at it, we know everything's airbrushed and filtered, but like, I wish we looked like that. I wish we had that. Or like, okay, maybe I need to go on a diet.
Yeah, I think it also stems from a very, sad to say, poor sense of self. There's also these like common collective ideas that people seem to have. Like, I've had to stop and ask myself, like, who is this they that everyone's worried about? They're going to say this, they saying this, who they. But we all have this collective ideas in our mind. And I think that when we can learn to lean on our individuality and learn to be ourselves more, we can get rid of problems like that. I think it's because everyone just wants to be a part of the crowd and follow this way and follow that way, because they don't really get themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it has a trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
What happened?
You told us what you do in your break, but I'm going to ask you something. Right. Have you ever secretly stalked someone's profile and thought, what am I doing with my life? Honestly,
No.
No.
Not really stalk the profile, but I'll click in, because sometimes, you know, you see your peers. Now it's like we've left high school and stuff like that, and you want to see what they're up to. Maybe they appear on your feed, so you click in and you're like, oh, okay, this person's doing well for themselves. Sometimes it does put that sense of what do they call it when you have like an existential crisis, that pressure on you, where you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. These people have it all figured out and I don't know where I'm going. Am I here? Am I there? How are they doing this? Who's got corruption, you know, connections that they can organize, you know? But I would say I have had someone's profile maybe make me question what am I doing in life, but I wouldn't say stalk them.
No. You know, we look at, we always mention this and we always talk about it, like people's profile, the way they look, the car they're driving, the house they're living, the holiday they're on, and where they're shopping. And then somebody who knows that somebody, they'll say like, you know, they're unemployed, they're looking for a job, or they need financial help or something.
Yeah.
And you'll think like, I just saw their profile. They somewhere shopping. And you know, like when you go behind the scenes, when people tend to like what you say, the little like short reels or what you say, like documentaries, where people actually take name brand bags, designer bags, really, really expensive clothing and articles and stuff, and they tend to put paper and they stand outside that store holding that bag, and there they put that picture on social media, and you think, oh my God, they actually bought that bag, which is 50,000 rand. Or
People are faking it out here.
no, but
Yeah, a lot of
it's becoming like you have to do it if you don't have it. Or it's as you said, they need to show them. I made it.
Yes, it's a lack of self identity, because someone who knows themselves and who's showing themselves, someone who if all of these trivial things, because it is trivial, is not interested in them, they're not going to behave like that or do those things. They'd rather be focused on working towards that as a goal, if that's the case, rather than faking it.
Exactly. Liam, is buying a house a dream or a miracle in today's time?
Hey.
On your own strength.
It's a dream. It feels like a miracle. But it's a dream. I know I will achieve it. It's just I'm impatient.
Yeah.
I'm just impatient.
No,
but
but you're also realist.
yeah. I think with that realism has sort of reeled me in to understand, hey, I have to be smart about the way I'm going to do it, or what I actually want versus what I actually can get. Because like my colleagues are a lot older than me, so they are quite into that stuff. So I would say maybe in a way that influenced me to start thinking about that. So sometimes they sit on property 24 and they break, and they'll call us over to come see this property. And I see the price, and then I see what they're getting, and I'm like, huh? So how many years do we have to work to pay this thing off? And then they do the maths and they tell us, oh no, you're going to have to take your bond over this month.
It's quite nice when you hang around. They say you become the people you hang around with.
100%.
And it's quite nice that as young as you are, because then now you're like thinking long-term goals. And
have to save for them.
No, exactly.
You have to plan. I can't do silly, irresponsible things.
Or you marry someone rich.
Yeah, there we go.
And would you say renting is really a bad thing?
I had this conversation not too long ago. I forgot with who, where they were saying that renting is actually like the way of the future, or buying property only makes sense if you're like super wealthy and you can maintain it. I don't know if I believe that. I don't like renting. I don't want to pay someone else's
bond off. But when you think about it, right? Everyone's parents and the last few generations, it's when you start working, then you need to work towards purchasing your home. Before the vehicle, a home was priority, an investment.
Yeah,
the home
100%.
was investment.
Because vehicles depreciate.
Yeah, but now when you're looking at it, it's, as you say, it's changing.
I think for a lot of people, renting is a little bit more convenient, especially because like everything is sorted out and you pay your levies and stuff gets sorted out. It's not your responsibility when things go wrong. But I can't get over the fact of like what it costs to rent, especially like, have you seen Cape Town rent? And even some parts in Durban, like the rent is crazy. And then like I just can't fathom paying someone else's bond off. It hurts my hurts my feelings.
But a lot of the youth and even young adults and even just maybe the general person, although we're stereotyping, I know lots of people who have such beautiful homes. For a moment you would not say you're in Durban. You'll think you're in some resort, but they are paying rent, a hell of a lot of rent. And now you think, if I took that same money, I could be paying off a bond.
100%.
But again, everyone.
Yeah, everyone's wired differently, different strokes for different folks. And not to knock anyone who rents or has to rent for whatever reason. But sometimes, and the people we're talking about are like paying like big march, or like 30 grand plus, 40 grand plus in rent, when you could just like buy a posy, buy a house.
Yeah.
You could pay a bond you could pay a bond and a car with like 40k, guys. Just you don't have to just pay for rent.
You've got it all worked out.
You know what I'm saying?
You have it all worked out. Jamie, would you rather own a house or travel the world?
Oh wow!
See, Liam's head is ducking. They went all under the table there.
Ideally both, but my understanding is that it would be a smarter idea to focus on the home and sorting that out first. But it depends on the person's mind and who sees it, because people can be like, traveling will always be there, but then people can see it differently, like, having a home might hold you back. So I think it does depend on the person. I personally would ideally like to sort out a home first and then continue to travel and or do traveling in the meantime. God is good and anything's possible.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know whether I know when I was single I should get asked this question a lot. Why do families ask? Why do they ask? When you're getting married?
Because the follow-up question is, when you're having kids?
We were talking about that because
When
that's
you buying
the
a
follow-up
house.
question.
That's the follow-up question. When you're getting married? Everyone just wants babies in the family. That's why.
Yeah, it's just expectations on
when
young
you-
couples.
When you're getting married?
When you can afford it. That's when you get married. When you can afford it.
When you can afford it. When it's
A lot of people
God's
go
plan.
broke on that, hey?
They go, if you look at the weddings today, I mean, alhamdulillah, if you can afford it and if you want to, by all means, go ahead.
We're not pocket
Decor.
watching.
Decor. I know people who spend between 300 to 700,000 just on decor, with the glass falling, the glass, ching ching.
Oh.
That's like
bling.
that's a nice deposit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey.
700k. That's a wonderful deposit to have. You don't even have to put the 700. Put the 600k down. You still have 100 in the
No,
pocket.
but if you look at decor today,
It's 65 rand at the courthouse to get married. You have a lunch at the posy that you're paying off.
There's other ways to do
please
things.
call the Milana. Go,
You
you've
know
got
what
it
I'm
done.
Yeah.
Exactly, but decor.
Yeah, no, it's
Come on,
crazy.
I mean, wow, it's absolutely beautiful, amazing.
Don't even start deco. Have you seen what it costs to get like a photographer? Wedding
You know,
photographer.
while you're talking to me,
crazy.
I always think someone told me, everyone's in the wrong profession. Everyone should be doing decor. Because
We have a
it's
friend
used
in
over.
decor.
No, it's used over and over again.
Yeah.
It's a good business to be in, but you have to have good business skills and,
Yeah,
and
you have to know what
be
you're
able to
doing.
manage your stock and clients.
But also just the actual putting together of the stuff.
Yeah,
you have to really know what you're
have
doing. You
vision.
can't just do anything.
Even the wedding photographers, one of my cousins before she got married, and this is a couple years back, I was still in high school at this point in
Yeah.
time. She was getting ready to get married and she was telling us how she was looking for quotes because she was going to get married here in South Africa. And she told us a wedding photographer quoted them 50 grand for and she was like, oh, who pays 50 grand for photos and video? And I was like, yeah, that's...
And when you
what it
think about it
costs.
now, right, it's not like everything has changed. It's no more like old, wholesome, family orientated. Everything is like picture
Do it for the gram.
perfect.
Yeah,
Even
do it
more
for the gram, exactly.
more perfect, and like and then the shoot afterwards. I know people tell me they got married like 2 months ago, but they're all dressing up and going to do like 3-4 shoots. One's by the pond, and one's by the sea, and one's by the river. And
I will.
I don't want to knock anyone enjoying
Yeah,
themselves
true,
and expressing
But
their
just don't
love.
put themselves
but
in
be
debt.
realistic. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
break your budget now. Don't go broke for pictures. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got responsibilities
Hey, Liam.
now. Yeah.
my cousin did it. My friend did it. That other auntie did it. How can I not do it?
Yeah, I think it's about being smart. Our understanding of that would just be like that can go towards something else and maybe it'll end up benefiting you even more. So it does depend, and everyone's mind works differently. Some people prefer to spend that on decor, and as Liam's saying, other people see that
You
as
see,
a
Liam,
deposit.
back in the day, they cooked a big pot of food,
Biryani, boss.
and the whole town, the whole village ate.
You know when they start.
Even the people you never knew came there and ate.
You know the biryani tastes top when they start dishing with a plate.
Hey, you
They
know
don't
that's a
even dish
salsa.
with the saucer. You know.
Tastes it top.
That
But
one
now-
there.
But now, it's like what, 600 rand a person, a head.
Hey.
And how many people
500
you
rand?
got?
You're only inviting mother and father. If you don't like the father, don't tell the father. Just invite the mother. and you look for to have the functions when it's really time when no
Catering
one will
is
come.
crazy, eh?
No, but we all of us accept that.
I think people just get so used to what the norm is that they raise themselves to that standard instead of working within their capabilities and having. You could have a really nice wedding at any budget. Really, you just
Yeah.
gotta know how you're gonna save money and where you're gonna save money.
And
Yeah.
and then what if, I mean, God forbids, Allah forbids, you separate or get divorced and all that money now is spent.
You could have spent on the posy, split the posy, have some money to.
Liam is old school.
Now you got expensive
Old
wedding
school.
photos, expensive memories. You're still paying off those memories. The marriage didn't even last, but you're paying for it still. Imagine.
Well, this is Youth Frequency. We're keeping it real talk and real views, and we are making you wise, you youthful people. Join us back after a short break.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickville Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
In South Africa, countless numbers of sick patients leave their homes at the crack of dawn to join long queues at clinics and public hospitals, many of them suffering pangs of hunger in addition to the symptoms of disease. The Al Imdad Foundation's Slice for Life teams deliver sandwiches to these patients at more than 40 hospitals and clinics across the country. Help us to keep on relieving hunger. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المرابطين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم شد أزرهم وسدد رميهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم الطف بإخواننا في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا أرحم الراحمين. استنصروك يا الله فانصرهم. اللهم ارحم الضعفاء والفقراء والمساكين والأيتام والنازحين والمشردين والأسرى يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم أنج المستضعفين من المسلمين في فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ونصيرا. اللهم كن لإخواننا المرابطين في المسجد الأقصى. اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم. اللهم فرج همهم، نفس كربهم، داوي جرحاهم، عاف مبتلاهم، اشف مرضاهم، ارحم موتاهم، تقبل شهداءهم.
We'd love to meet you. Pay us a visit. Radio Al Ansar.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Youth Frequency. We have a really hot topic this evening. We are talking about the pressures to make it before you are 30 and the demands. You know, you have everyone asking, are you married? Or when are you going to buy that house?
When you're getting a new car.
When you're getting a new car. And you are, like what? 30 years old? When you're having a baby?
Before you're 30, they start asking you those questions when you're getting married, because they want you to be married by 30.
And you're putting pressure and demands. But then we said, no one, these are stereotyping, these are society.
Yeah.
It's not coming from any scripture or from
any viable source. It's just anxiety.
and yeah, stress levels are high. Because, I mean, Liam brings up a vital point that to purchase a house today is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially if you like just started working.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
It is absolutely scary stuff. I don't know whether we have another voice note, but while Manli is looking for that there, we spoke about renting. Is renting really bad? But it depends, right? Yeah. So, is being single after 30 still judged?
I think that people can tend to judge themselves a lot because of ideas from other people. Maybe, you know what, if there's judgment coming from outside and people are judging you because you are over 30 and you're single, there's something wrong with these people. Because, come on, you can't be like so involved in people's business. You're going to judge them for that. And if you are 30 and you're single, then you shouldn't be judging yourself either, because there's nothing wrong with that.
And guys, sometimes maybe just God doesn't have a plan for you to get married. Maybe you're gonna die alone, and that's okay. That's okay. Not everyone's destined to find someone.
Again, I mean, we plan and the Almighty plans.
100%.
Yes, 100%.
So who are we to get in the way?
Yes, for sure.
Exactly. Would you say is failure in your 20s actually a blessing?
100%. I feel.
Failure is a gift. It allows, especially early on in life, where you have the ability to take risks, especially when you don't have anyone depending on you, you don't have any responsibilities to pay towards, nothing that can ruin you. Failing when your overheads are low and you have minimal responsibility is a beautiful opportunity to learn.
Do you know, I'm looking at a message that came through. Everyone posts their victories, especially the youth and young people. Why don't they post their struggles and their journeys of making it successful? That's a good one.
It is a good one. I think people underestimate the power of a good testimony. They underestimate the impact that can be made from hearing your story, from hearing your struggles and just sharing it. There are people out there who can benefit from it and who it might motivate. So I think they underestimate it.
Liam, we were talking off air about one of your collections. Have you ever bought something just to look successful? Tell us. We want to hear.
Real
Tell us about it. What you look at it and how big and how many.
Sneakers. When I was young, I was very obsessed with sneakers. I had, before Jordans were like easily accessible in South Africa.
No more, I would say.
No, they're very accessible now.
Yeah, but it's not popular, is it?
They still. Oh, I know in Cape Town they're big on Jumpman. But before Jordans were big in South Africa.
Hey, Jordans was our thing when we were in high school.
I have swag, guys. It's a term.
I told you, an old soul, dude. Yeah.
Before Jordans were big in South Africa, that's like one shoe that I really wanted to collect. And I managed to get a pair, and it was an OG perforated leather pack. Now, the OGs are made of leather. So I would collect all these sneakers. And I used to buy this one because I wanted to be the hype beast with this cool sneaker. And then I'm tracking this shoe down. And I'm tracking this special edition down. And then you find out how much you've actually spent over the years, and you just get sick because if you invested that money then, and I just let it sit, and I checked on it now, I'd have been rich. I could have bought my house now.
No, exactly.
But
exactly.
I got caught up,
But I think every youth or every person in their stage of life, different stages, go through this.
For sure.
Yeah. When you start earning your own money, then you start realizing this is stupid.
But it is about learning it and having that realization, though, and we hope that eventually everyone will come to that realization.
Would you guys say, Jamie, is there an age limit on chasing your dream career?
Definitely not.
So I can give up teaching now.
You know what? You are such an amazing teacher. I would not encourage you to do that. I would never deprive the children of your energy. So no, I don't encourage you to do that. I think that there isn't an age for anything, and life it's only too late when it's too late. So never let age or anything in fact stop you. When it comes to a dream, God has placed this dream within you for a reason, especially when you feel it. And if you are obedient enough and open enough to hear the voice of God, regardless of your religion, then trust that, because God is not placing this dream and this vision on your heart and on your mind for nothing. Regardless of your age, you can go for it, especially if you know you have the backing of the Almighty. Go for it.
Exactly. Liam, if success wasn't about money, what would it look like?
Fulfillment.
Fulfillment.
Someone said, I think it was, someone said to me, I was watching a video, and they're like, if you're unhappy, do not chase happiness, because you'll never find it. The one thing that's going to bring you happiness in life is fulfillment. Feeling like what you do matters and makes you feel whole. So for me, success is generally fulfillment, because you can be, I'm doing air inverted commas here, successful in the sense of monetary gain, but if there's still something inside of you that's missing, you're never going to enjoy yourself. But then again, it is far easier to cry in a Lamborghini than a Golf.
We're trying to avoid the crying, though.
But yeah, you don't want to cry. That's the difference. But yeah, I would say fulfillment is the biggest indicator of success for me. Feeling like what I've done mattered, made an impact, or I've achieved my goal in life, and I'll be happy with that.
Jamie, if your younger self met you today, 24, 23?
24,
would they be proud? I think so.
Yes, what a special question to ask. I don't think that younger me would expect this me that I've become in the best way possible. I didn't always believe in myself, and I was once so quiet and so shy, and I couldn't see myself. So I think younger me would be blown away and wouldn't expect it. So definitely proud. Yeah.
Liam, finish this. Finish this sentence. Success is?
Stressful.
Okay. Let's see. Right. We're going to decide whether these statements are a fact or just a flex. Right. Okay. I'm 27 and bought my first house.
Hey, flex.
I mean, yeah, it can be a
unique,
flex.
but if it can be a fact for some people, but very rare
Very
Yeah.
rare.
for the general
I
populace.
still live with my parents.
Okay, that can be a
Fact,
fact.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I've changed careers 3 times.
That can be a
Oh,
fact.
That can be a fact. Yeah,
You can pivot in life. Nothing you've learned in your previous career goes to waste in your next one.
100%.
Okay. I still don't know what I want to do.
That can be a fact as long as you're doing something at the moment.
Yeah, true.
I own designer clothes, but still owe my friends money.
Shame.
Ah, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
No
Get
comment.
it together. Get it together.
I deleted Instagram because comparison was stealing my peace. And inner
Wow.
Fact.
Well done
Mature
to you.
decision and fact.
Very
joy.
proud.
I got no
of you.
Facebook, okay?
I got Facebook.
Well, you know, everyone's journey is different.
For sure.
So we don't compare you behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reels. Guys, great show. As we always go, time is just not enough.
I'm telling you.
So if you're 30 or if you're going on to 30 and you still never tick all the boxes, there's still more than enough time.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Make sure you invite me for that braya in the new house. Ride in that new car.
Let's go.
and not forgetting shopping.
Yeah.
We'll take you shopping.
And Mondi will take him shopping. Well, this evening we've learned something important. Life doesn't come with a stopwatch. Success isn't about ticking boxes by certain age. It's about growing, learning, finding purpose, and becoming the best version of yourself. So whether you're 22, 24, 29, 27, 35, or even 45, your story is still being written. So keep dreaming, keep working, and remember, your timeline is yours alone. So until next week, keep your head up, your heart open, and your frequency tuned to possibility. So this is Youth Frequency, where your voices matters. Assalamu alaikum.
Hijab is your crown, we all see, and you wear it to serve Ilahi. Hijab.